Mm-hmm. Enhance. Mm-hmm. Maybe a little lower. Mm-hmm. What's up, folks? Hey, Canis, what's going on? Are you ready for the last Ronin figure? Crap everywhere. How's your day going? Hey, Lucius, what's up? It's crack-a-lackin', everybody. This is it. Look at this beautiful boy. When I ordered this, I had to specifically request they not send me the chase, because I ordered it from the same folks who sent me the chase. And so I didn't want to risk getting a second chase. Yeah, Switch is awesome. I love the Switch, as you know. So here's the chase figure. Pretty cool, right? Here's the NECA Last Ronin. We'll build my Last Ronin family. And you're getting Pokemon, I already forget the one you were getting. Scarlet? Right. Look at them all there. Pretty cool. There's a lot of Ronins to choose from, huh? Pokemon Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet is dope. I'm having fun with Violet. I haven't been playing it off stream. Oh god. He's okay, folks. So I need to get back on live again and be playing at some point. Because I decided to only play it when I'm doing lives, which I don't know how long I'll keep that up, but yeah, welcome everybody. Let's get into it. So there's been a few Ronins. This is the NECA Last Ronin figure. You can see it's like 7 inches tall. There's the unarmored Ronin. And then Playmates has their own version of Last Ronin. Playmates usually doesn't do much cool stuff these days, but they went for it. They did a $30 figure here, which has the Chase variant, which we've already looked at. I ordered it from an online toy store, Dorkside Toys. They sent me out the cool Chase, which is dope, but I gotta have the regular one. So let's see what their regular figure is all about and how it compares to NECA's versions. As far as I know, these are the only Last Ronin figures that have been made. There's been some statues, of course. Yeah, he does, huh? The glasses do have that effect to it. So here is the box. First of all, yeah, like Playmates, usually their releases, pretty much re-releases these days. They haven't made new figures for a while. Maybe like the Street Fighter ones or the Stranger Things one. So I'm hoping this is more what we can expect to see from them. And you have the awesome bio there. Just super dope. Super dope. Let's crack it open. This was $19.99, and I think it's still available. I don't know about if they do international or not, but I got it from Dorkside Toys. Hey, Bun, welcome. So yeah, folks, check it out. I really like The Last Ronin as a comic book series. I don't necessarily think it's as great as some people say. Like the story, I think, is a little lacking in some areas. Ooh. But it's a really great story. It's 5 issues, so the book collects them together. The Power Rangers Shredder, I think, is definitely worth it. I would recommend that and the Last Ronin comic book. Alright, so of course I'm keeping the box because that's a dope box. We have the figure itself here. Ooh la la. All painted. Looking fresh. It comes with a neat little, it serves as like a photo backdrop, you know? I don't really do much toy photography, but if you did, you could see how awesome that would be, right? Let's get in here, folks. Let me just, as you can see, there's some dangly strings. For some reason, they went all out on the nunchuck part of it. Let me clip those. This is Playmates, the originals. Super 7, as far as I know, they haven't gotten into any of the comic lines at all. They have, or appear to have, just the license for remaking the original Playmates toys. And this is the first time I've seen Playmates get in on the game in terms of the comics. Playmates is they have the master license, so Playmates, as far as I understand, could basically do whatever they want with the Ninja Turtles. They have the most rights because they're like the OGs. I'm sure they'll be making like figures for the new movie. Yeah, that's why it's so strange to see this detailed of a figure from Playmates, honestly. Because usually they're just well out of the game. God, they really... If you ask me, they put too many ties on toys, but I guess that's how they figure they'll keep it secure. Get them... Oh, one more. Yeah, they still do. They reissue a lot of the Ninja Turtle toys. They don't necessarily make new ones. Although they did a new sculpt for Stranger Things crossover, and there's like the Street Fighter crossover. Did I get them? Oh god. Hold on, I missed one. But yeah, hopefully this marks a turning point and they start doing more cool new stuff. Okay. But they even have, like, there's a single Psy that they have, like, secured in there. Alright, good lord. I have all these little bits. Yep, yeah, generally, when it comes to, like, toys for, like, the cartoon shows or the movies, those are almost always Playmates. Except recently, of course, NECA got in the game, and Super 7 got in the game, and people like Loyal Subjects. There's a few. Okay, so here we have, this is Playmate's version of the Last Ronin. You can even, the hood does not come off, but you can see his little, like, older, balder turtle head. So lots of great detail. Again, this is the scale of the original Turtles, so it's the same height, roughly. I mean, he's a little taller. Mostly because these Turtles, the original Playmates run, there's no articulation in the legs, so they're just like default crouched, right? And so this guy can stand up straight, but you can, I guess you can kind of crouch him down so he approaches that, but he might be just a little bit taller. Regularly it's $29.99, though you can get it currently on dorksidetoys.com for $19.99 plus shipping. Shipping, I think it's like $8, so it's like 26 or something. But pretty dope. You can see like all the details. They went for it just much more than they typically do. And it's just super great. A lot of the accessories, they're kind of bent because it's a softer plastic, but that's all right with me because it's less likely to break, really. Yeah, they were kind of, again, they were kind of going to like recreate their vintage vibe with the vintage figures. This is a reissue, so the color's off. But yeah, so 30 bucks, NECA ones. Like this is the NECA version, which is actually like $36.99. So, I mean, the Playmates price, I don't know, you can judge for yourself how well they compare. If you want like a super detailed figure, the NECA version is obviously like right out of the comic book. But I'm just a sucker for the retro vibe. And you can look at the paint job. I think they did a hell of a job, really. There's just some parts, like the back here, like obviously NECA did like a little rope thing, and Playmates is just all plastic. In some parts, but really, I mean, they nailed the details, you know? Like, they definitely put a bunch of effort into it. So I think this is just pretty darn cool. So you can see he comes with the nunchuck there. And then the side there. What else does he come with? We have, of course, another nunchuck. So you get both of those. A nice little paint. Like the handle has like the wrap on it. Yeah, the NECA one, yeah, it should be, you should be able to find those in stores, online. I've been seeing them pop up at like Walmart and all that stuff. So it should be fairly easy to get. And look out for sales, honestly. Because, you know, might be some Black Friday sales going on at various toy stores. If I check it, if I see any, I'll make a video about it. So here's Donnie's bow. Pretty sweet, nice paint detailing there. We have a very bent Leo sword, but that's okay. I'd rather it bend than break, to be honest. The Mutagen Man episode, soon. Hopefully soon. I'll try and work on it tonight. There's the sword. I guess I could try to like bend it back, but after like my splinter breaking, I really don't mind bendy accessories. But yeah, the thing about making videos, the harder part is like that takes time is like getting the clips. So when you see like people on YouTube who make like in-depth videos on stuff, that takes them a ton of time. It's pretty wild. Ooh. So there's also like the half broken sword. The paint on mine, not super great. I guess I could try and scrape it off. If I get a knife or something. So there's Leo's broken sword, which is pretty dang cool. Goes like that. Fit it back together. Mothman, yes, I have. I think I first heard of Mothman in relation to like Fallout, because I think it's like it's a local legend thing. There might be multiple versions of Mothman. Yeah, one thing I like about this figure, there's like a ton of storage, so he even has like a loop for the Psy on back too, and on front. So then if I want him to dual wield the broken sword, that's pretty sweet. So he comes with all the Turtles weapons. Leo sword is broken. Extra nunchuck. Then he does come, and I don't like to take these out because I lose them. He comes with like the throwing stars. So there's those throwing stars, and there's these ones, which are like more intricate throwing stars. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. The cool part, so he has the sheath for the sword. Maybe that'll help straighten it out. Goes right in there. even the sheath for the bow. Ooh, this one actually fits really nicely. My Oh yeah. I guess I'm just remembering it dumb. But yeah, the cool storage there. Just super neat, I find. Bow in. You could technically jam it all the way down, but I wouldn't want to ruin the paint, and that's sturdy enough. I do wish there was something you could do with the broken blade. I'm a July baby. Good old July. So the articulation, this is also much better articulation than the standard Playmates, because it has like, that goes all the way around. There's an elbow joint. It's like a double jointed elbow, I guess. Up and down. The hand, also cool detail there. Goes back and forth. The legs, they kind of splay out. And then there's, like they're bending at the knee like that. So good knee bend. Not really much foot bend. Because it's limited just by the thing. So not really, and it doesn't go side to side. It does have pegs on the bottom. I did notice no tonfa. They did not give him a tonfa. A little sad. But pretty freaking cool. April's good. Good birthday month. Looks like it's pretty far away for the both of us. So what do you guys think? Do you prefer the chase? Ew, it's too sunny. Do you like the chase or you like the regular paint? I don't know. New Rise figures would be really great. Because the ones we got weren't their best. So if Playmates went through and did like a new version, updated some of their older figures, that would be sweet. Yeah, me too. Like, I like the sketch, the whole like black and white sketch comic thing, I think is really neat. But you lose out on a lot of like the fun details, you know, like you said before, like it was like they had the VR goggles in, you know. You lose out on fun stuff like that. Dirty and sun bleached. Yeah, I do try to keep my figures out of the sun as much as possible. Certainly out of direct sunlight. That's why, like behind me, I have all my figures in like the corner of the room that doesn't catch the sun. Yeah, so I guess we'll see how these end up. Keep them in the dark. And this figure will certainly fade at some point, but it's not going to be as obvious, right? And it's just, I just love all the cool paint apps. Like a little turtle feet, like the metal there. This is really some of Playmate's best work. Is it worth $30 compared to $36 for NECA? You know, I don't know, but just how cool. We can pose them directly together. Thank you for the likes, everybody. I really appreciate it. The bow staff, so look at him. It's like big brother, little brother, dad. Street sharks. I do have. I have the whale, the killer whale street shark somewhere. I had that when I was a kid. It's like it's in a box in my basement or something somewhere. But those are cool. I'd like to get some the custom street sharks, the Hemo Adventure stuff. That would be sweet. So what do you guys think? You like NECA or do you like the shorter figure? I don't know. Like, I don't think Playmates has announced any plans for the rest of the line. There are more Last Ronin figures coming, like Raph. Thank you so much for the heart target thing. Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. Would I ever collect Gremlins? The thing about collecting is it gets expensive super fast. Some folks, might be richy rich. And as an adult, I definitely have more disposable income. But the more you collect, it's just, 50, 30 bucks a pop. It really adds up super fast. So I generally try to focus just on like turtles, or unless something like really, really cool. Hot toys, those are super cool. I don't necessarily really need my figures to be like life accurate, like movies accurate. I think it's amazing what they do. I really like when NECA does like super comic accurate, They're like spot on. But for the price, usually my price on toys, I think I kind of cap out around like $60 or so. I need help talking to a girl. Any advice? Oh, thank you for the telescope, Adrian. Thank you. Talking to girls or anybody, it sounds stupid, but really just be yourself. Uh, Try to listen to what they have to say, Like don't like if I was talking to a girl, I wouldn't necessarily talk to her about Ninja Turtles all the time. But I would definitely share that I'm into that. Like just be yourself and talk to them like you would like a friend or whatnot. Um, don't let your fear of like losing a person or trying to make them love you get in the way. Just treat them like a normal actual person. And if they don't like you, they don't like you. There's millions of people on the planet, so you just move on. Just relax and be chill. You know. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Just don't just don't sweat it. Just treat them like any regular friend and share what you like and let them share what they like and see where it goes. Yeah, anytime, anytime. I mean, I'm not exactly a Don Juan, uh, but there's a Ramones song. I can't remember the title, but it's like, "Why do you want to walk around with someone who doesn't want to rock around with you?" And that's a good way to live life, I think. MJ, like Mary Jane, Michael Jordan. Yeah, yeah. Best of luck. Just go for it. Ask her if she likes Ninja Turtles, and if she doesn't, move on. Yeah, Michael Jackson, obviously, he has some awesome songs. I wonder if we'll get a shirtless Last Ronin from Playmates. Like, you can kind of see, you see, like, a nice detail, his spotted head. And so this turtle has, like, the spotted head. So, pretty dang cool. Thank you for the likes, folks. Thank you. Yeah, I dig this whole Last Ronin line, I think. Which one? This one? This Donatello? The turtles, they're just, you have to remember with the turtles, they're roided out, you know? It's interesting. I almost feel like you can pull this off. But I don't think you can. I don't think so. Yeah. One thing I'm cool of, like the size. Yeah, so the Last Ronin, um, we could get into it if not for spoilers. I don't want to spoil anybody who hasn't read it, but the Last Ronin story is basically There's only one Ninja Turtle left. The rest have died. So the surviving turtle has the weapons from everybody. So that's why he has the nunchucks, the sword, the bow. He's the last brother left. And so he combines the wisdom of all of them. Yeah, the Revoltech figures, I wish they would re-release those. Originally, those were only like $50 at the time. And so now, the market value has skyrocketed. So they cost a hell of a lot more. It's like you're lucky if you're going to get one of them for like $160. Even bootlegs, frankly, with those ones are rare. But yeah, I really wish or hope Playmates will start making more figures from the series. There's been some rumors that Playmates is getting upset with Super 7 and their figures. I don't know if that's true or not, because Super 7 remakes the Playmates figures. So, yeah. Or maybe even NECA or Super 7 can start making some of the other Turtle series. Beyblade? Yeah, I don't know how true that is. It seems very just rumor mill. It doesn't make sense to me because there's so many Ninja Turtles figures that it doesn't seem like anybody cares what they all do. But maybe Playmates is starting to think maybe they're just missing money, and that's why they did something like this. Trying to get a Hammond Collection T-Rex. Hey, right on. Where do you buy figures at, Canis? Macari, eBay? I know a lot of people do Macari. I don't know if Macari's in like other countries or not. The original. This is their reissue RAF, which they botched the color pretty heavily. That's just not good. But that's what they're going for with this. I also have. I have a ton, of course, but I have like Samurai Leo. Of course. If anybody's aware of the Fury Toys Samurai Turtle, the size is he's about this size. He's kind of Playmate size, like 4.5 inches or so. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the shorter figures, or do you prefer like the giant guys? Ended up on the roof? Yeah, I mean, I played with my toys as a kid, so I don't regret it. But if you want to recreate your childhood, it's certainly expensive as hell. So it's nicer to have kept as many as possible in good condition. I bought this guy off of eBay, but I have a decent amount that survived. I found. Ugh, I need to like dust them. I found Space Raff in storage a while ago. I didn't even remember I had this figure, and he was complete and in pretty dang good condition. I mean, the bubble head obviously yellowed. I don't know if I can fix that, but Candace, here's the thing. Here's the thing about being an older white dude with a beard and glasses, especially. Pretty much any schlubby white dude, they're like, hey, he looks just like you. And half the time, it's just unflattering, I'm sure other schlubby white dudes of my age can concur with this. People are always like, oh, I saw someone who looked just like you. And I'm always like, oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm ready to be insulted. That's dope. My original turtles are beat up as all hell, and so they're in terrible, terrible condition. So, to eBay, I would have to go to get anything nicer. Yeah, and with Ninja Turtles, they're honestly usually not too expensive, especially out of the box, except for a few of the rare ones. But if you want them complete, and if you want them like in good condition, that's where it starts getting pricey. Grappling hook. Which they did include on this guy, but it's not. It's just like a plastic thing. A little sad there. Hey, Carla. Not sure what that means, but welcome. Welcome, welcome. I'll just wrap this around his head. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Like just comparing the two figures. Playmates' take on the same thing. Where did I get which one? My NECA ones I got from AliExpress. These ones, AliExpress. They should be hitting. I've seen people getting them at like Walmart's and whatnot, like Target or whatnot, and local comic shops. This one I got from DorksideToys.com, and this one also from DorksideToys.com. So they should be pretty available. Think we'll ever see a TV show or movie about the original iteration of TMNT? You mean like the Mirage comics, like the straight, very first stuff? The first movie, the first Ninja Turtles movie, is actually pretty close. Yep, I do. I have. I don't know where I put my Last Ronin comic book. I have it somewhere. But yep, I do have the Last Ronin. I thought it was really great. I do wish. I thought the villain was a little eh. To be honest, I would have preferred something different. But other than that, I think it was really solid. Yep, yeah, these guys generally more comic book stores, it seems, but you can get it online, like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. If you want either of these, I would say Dorkside Toys. They currently have them on sale for $19.99. They sent me the chase, and I saw some other folks got the chase from them. So with this one, I ordered a second order, and I said, like, please don't send me the chase, just in case. But yeah, I really like the Last Ronin. I like the IDW series, actually. I think that series is super solid. Probably one of the best iterations of TMNT. I get like the hardcovers these days, and it's just, they pack in everything, really. We're up to over 100 issues. I think they're almost into the 130s. But super solid. If you have, again, if you're in the US, I don't know how other countries do it, but Amazon, their Comixology app, you can do unlimited for like $5 or $10 a month, and you can read them. You can read basically the whole series as part of the unlimited for free. The name of this series? This is, it's just, this is the IDW collection. So IDW, they're the ones who currently make TMNT comics. They did The Last Ronin, technically. That's the IDW joint, along with like Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. They put it out. But they're the current rights holders, and so they're doing all this stuff. So they're, I think they're up to like issue 130 at this point, but I would recommend, if you want to collect them, these hardcovers. You can usually get them on sale from Amazon, anywhere for like $30. I think new, they're like 50. Yeah, 134. It's been going on, this series has been going on for like 12 years? Or 10 years? I think it started in 2012. You should draw Alapex. Just like this. Really? Yeah, I mean, I've been curious about that, because he's kind of checked out. Like, after 2003 was his baby with the Turtles, and then he sold his rights and bounced. But I know, like, The Last Ronin was generally a series, like, him and Kevin cooked up years ago. And I think he actually has, from what I've read, like, part of his deal is he's still allowed to make, like, 12 issues a year if he wants to. But I guess he just seems pretty checked out. For a time, he had his own, like, blog. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, he does seem pretty checked out, I guess, at this point. Because generally he's a pretty big stickler. You can tell Kevin Eastman's basically on board for everything. Oh, really? That's badass. I'll have to check that out. Do you have a YouTube, The Rocketeer? YouTube, a website? Where do we find that interview? Because I'm actually super interested in that. Because it's kind of a wild story, right? Like, you create a comic with your friend in, like, your living room, and eventually it becomes like a franchise worth billions of dollars. Like, that's wild as hell, you know? Truly freaking wild. Sweet. Sweet. I wonder, I'll give you a follow there. And I'll definitely check that out, because that seems super interesting, because, yeah. Because at this point, both of them have sold their rights. Like, Kevin Eastman sold his rights a while ago, right? And then Peter, I think it was, I don't know, like 2007 or something. Hey, Andrea, welcome. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, because Kevin, he's still drawn. He draws issues of the IW series. Usually he does, like, the annual issues. He does a lot of covers. Hey, 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 how's it going? But yeah, so Kevin is super involved. You can join his, I think he has, like, a fan club you can join, and you can regularly get, like, signed figures and stuff. He did a bunch of, actually, like, signed figures of these. Got them first. How's it going, Andrea? Undercover Donnie. I have him somewhere, too. Like, my original one. They've done Undercover Raph. Hopefully they put out, like, a Donnie version. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he seems like a really cool dude. Just a fun guy. Peter Laird seems cool too. It just seems like, I don't know, the the commercialness of it maybe turned him off. I actually have thought about opening a PO box. Titanic Leonardo. You mean like the dinosaur turtles? Or Leo DiCaprio? Is there action figures for the Titanic? There probably is, huh? That'd be that'd be cool. Maybe Legos. Oh no, you hit your foot at the gym? Did you, like, bonk it on something, or, like, dropped a weight on it? That really sucks. Yeah, I assume they got a ton of money. Because it's a huge property, so I would hope they got a ton. I wonder if they get, like, royalties or something still, or if they just, like, I guess they would have had to totally sell their rights. Um, I do have the NECA Mirage set, and I also have another example of Playmates work, right? So generally Playmates has been content with doing, like, re-releases, but they did the Stranger Things collaboration where they did their own Mirage sculpt, right? And I actually think this is pretty awesome. The 2-pack is $40, so basically each figure ends up being 20. Not a super great paint job by any means, but I love this sculpt. And Andrea's icing her foot. Hopefully that foot feels better. There's no weapon storage, but you can slip the sword in there. I guess I shouldn't go too far so I don't bend it. But... What Donnie figure should I griffin? Yeah, these are super cool. They're coming out with Mikey and Donnie. It's like Mikey and Lucas, or Mikey and Dustin and Donnie and Lucas in a few months. They should be out at some point. So far there's just Leo and then Raph, which I really like these. I think they're super cool. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That really sucks, Andrea. I hope it feels better soon. That's why that's not why, but that's why I stay well away from the gin. Peter could do up to 18 issues a year for Volume 4, but he stopped updates. Oh, yeah. Oh, dang. The shin, too. Shins are super, super delicate. Yeah, I would like to see more work from Peter. I think it's a shame. I'd love to see like a comic book or something from him. His output. And I've read some parts of his old blog that he used to keep up. But I think he stopped that a while ago. He's kind of like, I don't know if there's any Queen fans here, but he's kind of like, he reminds me a lot of like John Deacon, where like Brian May and Roger Taylor are still just everything Queen, the same like Kevin Eastman is. But John Deacon just checked right the hell out, as did Peter Laird. Check out his Planet Racers comic. I definitely will have to, yeah, because I'm not familiar with any of his stuff outside of TMNT. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, is Tim Curry, he's like, he had like the stroke or something? He didn't die, right? We don't need more people dying. The Last Ronin is just, he's so hardcore, he'll take on the Giants. Yeah, full watch in the background. Planet Racers. Do you know if that's available digitally at all? I'm a big fan of digital comics these days. Yeah, or was it a stroke? Yeah. Yeah, that stuff is super rough. And he's old. Don't get old, folks. Don't get old. There's Donnie there. Donnie here. But yeah, Playmates, I feel like they're starting to turn a corner. Maybe they've seen all the stuff from Super 7 and NECA, and they want a bigger piece of everything, so that's why they're starting to be bolder. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe I'll be able to find it like tucked away at a comic shop or scans or something online. That's pretty wild, though. I wonder like how that feels to sell off everything. What Donnie figure should you get? That's currently out. Gosh. Like, I really like Super 7 Donnie. This is Super 7's version of the OG Playmates. If you could find this on sale somewhere, I think this figure's solid. That's good. It is nice when there's not a lot to track down and collect, because then it's cheaper and easier. They do have, I like some of the variants coming out. They have Punkerdon and they have Dunkin' Don, but those won't be out till like next year. Current Donnies, I don't know. I don't. There's not, because you can get like there's variants for like Raph. You can get some cool Raphs like Undercover Raph or Samurai Leo. Yeah, Amazon is a good spot if you're in the US. I don't know like their international stuff, but Amazon regularly has deals. So you can usually get most of the Super 7 stuff for like $40, if not cheaper. I think like Shredder at the moment is like 21. But this is probably my favorite modern Donnie. There's NECA Donnies. The NECA Toon line I'm not really such a fan of, to be honest. It's very faithful to the cartoon, but I don't know. That style just, I don't know, it doesn't really do it for me. Invisible Donnie hopefully should be coming soon. I would get that if possible. I keep checking AliExpress to see if he'll release. Though something weird's going on with AliExpress. I've noticed there's certain sellers now they're starting to like blur their Ninja Turtles merchandise, so you can still buy it, but they're trying to like hide as much as possible that it's Ninja Turtles. So I don't know what's going on there. There's been a debate, like a good debate on exactly what the AliExpress figures are, if they're like stolen or whatnot, or if they're not like authorized to sell them. So I don't know. Maybe they got in trouble from NECA or something. Yeah, who is the real Donnie? Yeah, Super 7 rock solid. The Loyal Subjects Donnie, I like the Street Turtles where they have like jackets on. They're like a turtle gang. I think that one is super cool. Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you. But I don't know. Like, yeah, because Super 7, they've just gotten into the variants. So if you were asking for a Leo, I'd tell you to get Samurai Leo. Yeah, I've heard that too. Though the trouble I have believing that is I can't imagine. I mean, granted, people get a lot of busted figures. I just can't imagine like there's like hundreds of factory errors, like hundreds and hundreds. Um, that just seems wild to me. Like maybe if NECA's that bad, because I know like they sell a ton. So like the other theory is that just because they're made in China, that they just give them to like the local sellers. But then I don't understand why some of the sellers have been blurring it, unless they got into trouble. Maybe they had like too many complaints. Yeah, yeah, who knows? Yeah. Either way, like I'm super happy. Like I think it's really cool to get them early. Like this one is AliExpress. This one's AliExpress. That one I got from like a local shop, but I would be super interested if NECA could just come out and just address that. Because it's not like they don't know. Like people review them. Like people they send reviews to certainly tell them. The issue with Super 7 lately, some of the figures are loosey-goosey. This one doesn't affect how he poses or stands. But some folks not a fan of that, but Donnie's solid. So yeah, get this Donnie. I like that. Dunkin' Don is cool. I wish it didn't take so long to get them. A year is a long lead time. But, you know, before you know it, it'll be there. Yeah, that could be it. Although, I feel like if it is like something untoward or like they don't approve of, I think they should just come out and say it. Be like, hey, don't buy from AliExpress. So I have to imagine it's somewhat legit. Whether either they're just letting them be sold on the international market and it's the supply chain that's tripping everybody up, like just the delay with all the middlemen. But yeah, it's just a strange scenario. Because basically any NECA figure that comes out, you can get it on AliExpress first, almost always. Though the recent releases like Shredder, they seem to make sure they went to the comic book shops first. And it's never like Super 7 or anything, so I don't know. It's just a really weird story. I don't understand, and I'd be fascinated if they would come out with it. But I've had really good experience with AliExpress, so yeah. I really do love this line. I wish there was somewhere to put this busted sword. Right? That movie has such good animation. Animation alone, that's such a beautiful movie. They really killed it. And I think Rise is just a really great series. It's just absolutely stellar. One thing I want to show you folks that I've been super proud of is, as you'll know, I got a busted splinter, or I busted my splinter. So I had to get this stand right. And I don't know if you've seen the video, but someone pointed out how you can bend the bar back. It's meant for one figure, but it comes with all these attachments. So I was able to take all three. These three of my NECA figures are the hardest to stand. And they're rock solid on this one. Yeah, Rise I think is really good and doesn't get enough credit for how amazing it is. Because I wish they would have kept it going. Yeah, Raph is a good dude. He really has like a heart of gold at the end of the day. But check out how well this stand works. They're all rock solid. I never have to worry about any of them. And it hides Splinter's busted leg. I just love it. Yeah. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. This stand, it was like $15 on Amazon. Bends down. I broke one of these things, so you gotta be careful. But other than that, I love this. I love it. Love it. Don't need a stand for this guy. He's solid. The Last Ronin figures are super solid. Yeah. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Ready for Thanksgiving if you're in the US, or I guess Canada. But I think Canada does Thanksgiving at a different time because they got to be unique, I guess, because they're Canada, you know? I could put him on the stand. I think I have one more. Yeah, we got to get ready for a lot of food, a lot of pies. I think I'll be streaming on Thanksgiving, I think. Maybe at some point in the day. That's what I like about Playmates, though. This figure, it's so bendy. I'm not worried about it breaking. When's the next live? Probably, ooh gosh. Probably Thursday. Though maybe tomorrow I'll go live, play some more Pokemon. Cause I'm out of turtle figures to show. We had a phenomenal run of figures to open. because it was just a crazy release, especially with Super 7, but the well has dried up unless I start collecting different types. Hopefully, I'm hoping we get the unlicensed samurai turtle soon. We could, Canis. I could. I'm a pretty elite Pokemon battler, so you'll need to train your team up because I'm kind of a big deal. No, that's not true. But yeah. And I've been disappointed. Apparently, there's just not that many Pokemon in the new game. So I might not be able to get many turtles. We've gotten one turtle so far. But that's it. Bulbasaur is great. Yeah, the articulation on this bad boy, pretty good. Not bad. Pretty pleased with this figure, especially for 19 bucks. Remember, folks, Dorkside Toys, if you want to pick this up. I think they have some of the monsters on sale too, maybe like Frankenrath. Are those like the giant versions? Hey Spider, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've never gotten any like the bigger turtles like that, which have been a staple of the series. They've always done like the giant turtles. I think those are super cool. Yeah, this is a sweet figure, I think. It's wild to get a Playmates version with this kind of detail. Painted weapons. Yeah, so this one was $19.99. It's regularly $29, but it was on sale, Dorkside Toys. These ones, these are NECA. They're $36.99. Yeah, eBay, you know, sometimes you can find great deals on eBay. Just don't pay any more, you know, so like 30 bucks, maybe 40. That would be cool. Yeah, send me a DM, Rare. Who knows? The katana, no. Like the Playmates version, you can see mine is very bent. Which is good because it's less likely to break because they use a softer plastic. But, you know, if you don't want it to be bendy, obviously it's a problem. Yeah, Hunchback Leo, he's one of my favorites. Definitely worth it. Yeah, I think they're like 19 bucks for a lot of figures. So if you need to snatch any up. Yep, this is the Last Ronin figure from Playmates. They released their own version of it. Not that the box means much, but without the figure in it. Yeah, for whatever reason, they decided to go for it. Ooh, Mondo Gecko. I've been thinking of getting the Super 7 Mondo Gecko. Yeah. Yeah, Dorkside Toys is where you can get these for like 20 bucks. Big Bad Toy Store, I do a lot of shopping there. Your local comic shop will likely have some if you have any local comic shop or toy stores. Amazon, eventually everything goes to Amazon. So eventually. But yeah. Are you in the US? If you're in the US, you have a ton of options. I know other countries maybe not as great. We're pretty spoiled in the US. So we have a huge choice of stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with this figure. Super cool. It would kind of be nice for the goggles to come off and the hood, so he could match up better with his big bro. But for the paint, yeah, Big Bad Toy Store, they are slower to get their figures. Generally, I've never had a pre-order not ship. It just usually sometimes they take a good long time to do it. Yep, they're pretty cool. This one is NECA. This is 36. The only horror figures I have is like the Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters crossover. So these ones. I've thought about getting like Dracula and Wolfman, stuff like that. I think are really cool. The baby turtle figures are fun. I have some somewhere that came with Super 7, and of course I have the cursed transforming turtles. Yeah. Yeah, that's what sucks is certain countries you're just much more limited on where you can buy stuff. I do. I actually have like I have a big box of comics next to me. And I have I have a lot of the IDW hardcovers. The IDW series. I would definitely check those out. I don't have a lot of individual issues anymore. I'm almost done. I've been busy trying to play like different stuff in games, movies, so I'm not super far along. More monsters. Again, depending on where you live. No PS5. I have a Series X. The Monster Turtles, if you're in the US, they should be hitting like Walmart. There's always AliExpress, but Walmart, Big Bad Toy Store, Target is one. No, so I don't have a PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox Series X. I have a Switch and a PC. I have the Cowabunga collection on Xbox. And yeah. I mean, I have some for like GameCube. I just have an office job. Luckily for me, I work from home, so that's nice. But otherwise, I have just a humdrum office job. Rich. It's all relative. It's really, I mean, I'm not rich. I spend a lot of money on toys. I could be richer if I put it on other things, probably. But there's a baby turtle at last. It pays good enough. For what I do, I have a pretty simple life. But yeah. Yeah, folks. He's a cutie. My most successful TikTok video involves these guys. The cursed. Yeah. At least when it comes to toys, that's for sure. That's for sure. Anyways, folks, sadly, in terms of money, I do have to get back. I'm on my lunch break at work. One day, you never know, Spider. One day, there, One day you'll be a famous actor, Canis, and then you'll be the rich one. Here, look, before I go, I do have some Ninja Turtle Legos. I have Mikey. This is like the only Ninja Turtle Lego I have. But yeah, take care, everybody. Hope to see you soon. Thanks for joining the live. Here's a Krang. Right on, Spider. I hope you do, for both our sakes. I hope you do. But yeah, thank you for joining, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in and joining. Really appreciate it. Y'all mean the world to me. Super awesome. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Hopefully, I'll let you know when I'm going to be alive again. Bye, folks. Take care.